Today, we're going to be installing the Black & Decker Smart Pushwire LED Under-Cabinet Lighting Kit. This kit's been designed for the professional installer, but will also work for the do-it-yourselfer who's comfortable with basic wiring skills. The kit is CCT or RGB color, which means it has adjustable white light from that warm to natural daylight look, or also you can change the color based on your mood for your space. The kit includes 6 12-inch light bars that feature our patented push wire connection system. Inside the end of each light bar is a micro WAGO connector that is compatible with the included 4-conductor wire. Each kit includes 25 feet of this 4-conductor wire, which is CO2 rated. That allows you to route this wire through walls, cabinetry, through your attic, underneath the floor, to offer the ultimate versatility in connecting even the most complex system. To connect it, you simply strip the wires as we've shown here and just push it in to connect it, and then replace your end clip, and it's good to go. The bars are CCT, again, adjustable from 3000 Kelvin up to 5000 Kelvin, either through our smart box controller or through the voice of the system of your choice, and also RGB. You can pick whatever color you want with the bar. The system includes our Matter smart box controller. Matter compliant means it will work with almost any smart system, including Alexa, Apple, Google, or Samsung. It features our unique hands-free on-off controller, which allows the client to turn the system on and off with a simple wave of the hand. This allows you to place this box wherever the client will work the most to make it easy to turn the system on and off. They can also use their voice or the app, and they can even schedule the system to turn on and off by itself. We have some additional control buttons here that allow controls of color, mode, there's a disco mode even, and you can then also dim the system. It also features our two-way wiring system, which allows you to run your wires from either side of the box. This offers the ultimate flexibility in wiring the system that most systems don't allow today. You also get a bag of clips for the light bars, but also to clip your wires into place once you run everything. It includes a plug-in power adapter system, but also what's very unique is it also includes the hardwire adapter system. This allows you to pick what power solution you really want. More common is probably a plug-in today, but this does allow retrofit for hardwire systems as well. For tools, you need your basic layout tools, pencil, tape measure to set your layout. We also recommend using an equal spacing app that you can find online that will quickly give you the distance between each light bar that you need, a basic wire stripper, and then one thing we really recommend is a flat wire cable stripper. And let me show you how this works. This is great for the professional installer that's going to be installing a lot of systems. You take our 4-conductor wire and place it in the tool. Just give it a quick squeeze, and then it strips the outer sheath nice and clean. So this is ideal for the professional who's going to be doing a lot of installations. It just really saves you a lot of time, and that's what our push wire system's really optimized for. To transform this space, we're going to be lighting both the underside and top side of the soffit. The underside will require 9 lights, and the top side is going to require 10 lights. Now, our control box is only compatible up to 12 light bars. So in this case, we're going to be running 2 kits, one for the underneath and one for the top side. Additional bars can be purchased online to extend the system for larger spaces such as this here.
Use an equal distance spacing app to quickly determine the proper spacing between bars for this continuous run soffit. Then cut a spacing block to quickly cut your jumper wires to size. For traditional cabinetry, one 12-inch bar will light up to a 36-inch cabinet. In that application, we would set the bars in place, route the wires, and cut, strip, and connect. I cut the wires about 1 inch longer than the spacing block to allow for insertion into the WAGO connectors. We use our flat cable stripper to quickly strip the outer sheath from our 4-conductor wire. This particular stripper works great for any control wires for LED, HVAC style systems that have multi-conductors. After stripping 3/8 of an inch of outer sheath off each cable end, I then use a traditional wire stripper to strip about 3/8 of an inch of outer sheath off the inner wires. I bend the wires into a plus symbol to do this a lot faster. We then locate our power adapters up in the soffit. I plug them in here, but I'm going to unplug them before I actually do the connection to the wire for added safety. We drilled a couple holes through the soffit to pass the power wires. This is where our control boxes will ultimately be located. We prep each bar with 2 clips, peel the backing off, and then for faster speed, I attach the first jumper wire. I then use the spacing block along the wall to set the first light bar into the correct position and press down to affix the adhesive clips. I then use the jumper wire and attach the second bar into the string. And again, a third bar. We continue in the same sequence of adding each additional bar. Make sure to apply some pressure so they stick fully. To connect the light bars, we simply strip the wires as instructed prior, insert them into the holes according to the color coding, and then press them fully until they seat all the way down. Continue adding light bars to your string by inserting the jumper wires and adding each additional bar. Make sure to apply some pressure over each clip to get the adhesive to set properly. We then take the end of the jumper wire and we connect it to the control box in the same process, and then install the cover clip over that connection. To position the control box, find a place where you work the most, where it's easily accessible, and then stick it on. We'll come back and clean up these wires when we finish the lower cabinet installation.
In this kitchen, we have a very long straight run of cabinetry, so I'm able to lay everything out on the counter underneath. I used an equal distance calculator that you can find online, and I just measured everything, input the length of the bars, and it gave me my equal spacing measurement. I then cut a block, and I can use that block to space just the first light. You notice before, I cut all my wires using the block as well, and I cut the wire about 1 inch longer than the block, a 1/2 inch on each side. That allows us the space to just plug in the wire, the depth that we need to go into the bar. Now when I hang this above, I connected 3 lights together just to make it go fast. I'm just gonna use the spacer block, set my first light bar, and I'll be able to run everything else because my wires are all cut to the equal distance spacing, and it will look perfect when we're done.
To insert the light bars underneath the soffit, I use my spacing block again, and then set the first light bar into place. You'll notice I have the second light bar already attached with a jumper wire. You can do this up to 2 to 3 light bars for speed in these straight soffit type runs. For traditional cabinets, we would insert 1 light bar at a time.
Now guys, I was trying to look really cool for the video, but one thing that helps, especially as your eyes get older, is when you're trying to line up these holes, is if you wear a set of readers, you could see it a lot easier and cleaner and quickly get it aligned. Otherwise, you might be fumbling around a little bit.
Continue installing your light bars. Again, if this was an older kitchen, we would make sure to clean the underside of the cabinets to make sure each light bar sticks. Just make sure you apply enough pressure for the adhesive to set. Attach the control box to the jumper wire as we did before, then peel and stick and align it to the first box we installed. We're using 2 boxes in this system to allow us the ultimate flexibility and control, which will allow us to have different colors on each system.
The kit also comes with these handy wire clips that you can just stick on to keep the wires tidy. In this case, we had some pretty short interconnect cables, so we didn't really need them there. We're just going to use them around the switch to keep those wires up and out of sight. If you're going to light the kitchen cabinets, a great opportunity is also to light the island, particularly if it's a sit-at island with any detailed molding. In this case, we have this amazing tile here. When we light this up and we play with some colors here, it's really going to transform the space. With the Black & Decker push wire system, you do have 2 options. We can tap into power directly in the island, or in the smaller kitchens and stuff, we could also run a wire and connect it up through the floor system, run it underneath it through the full basement, and then just connect these lights directly to the main system as well, so it all turns on at once. We prefer to have it on 2 separate systems so we can control the kitchen cabinets and the island separately. So let's show you how to transform this space.
I start by installing the control box, keeping it away from where somebody will sit so they don't activate the motion sensor with their legs. I then use a spacer block to set the correct spacing off the back wall. I've already cut my wires to length for the distance spacing, and then I install the string of lights, being sure to apply enough pressure so the light clips will adhere correctly to the space. We then run a quick system test to make sure everything's operational, and we're pretty much good to go.
So there you go. We've completely transformed this space with upper soffit lighting, under soffit lighting, which would typically be our under cabinet lighting, and also kitchen island lighting. You can control the system either with the control boxes or with our voice. Let's give it a try. Alexa, turn the kitchen soffit red.
Okay.
Alexa, turn the kitchen countertop blue.
Okay.
Alexa, turn the kitchen island pink.
Okay.
There you go. You can also control the lights from the control box using this bottom button here with the 3 circles. That allows us to pick 4 modes that aren't currently supported by Matter. We hope they should be soon. They include chill mode, which is a gradual change of colors, very nice to just relax to. Disco mode for a party. Campfire mode, which is like a warm campfire effect, great for those cold nights. And then also circadian rhythm mode, which kind of gradually adjusts the color temperature from daylight to kind of warmer tones at night to help with your natural sleep cycles. Thank you for joining us for the easiest installing under cabinet lighting system you guys will ever work with. It's also the most versatile and the smartest system available on the market today. Check it out. It's the Black & Decker Smart Push Wire Matter Under Cabinet LED Lighting System.